Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at your questions, your ideas, your suggestions as to how to explore Puerto Vallarta, how to enjoy Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. And of course, we also take a look at the newspapers. We look at news from our city, state, and country, just to see what it is happening out there that we can benefit from or we can learn from and we can apply to our lives as we enjoy ourselves here. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday, January 15 today. I had a great weekend, and I'm really happy to be back on the helm after 2 days of pre-recorded stuff. I would have loved to pre-record stuff that was new, but unfortunately last week was really, really busy. But I hope you enjoyed those walks and trips that we enjoyed, that I scheduled for Friday and Saturday. It's been a while since I've been to El Tuito, and I hope you are inspired to go and visit there. And of course, Rancho Mi Abuelo is a wonderful getaway up in the mountains, so there's never a shortage of things to do when you are here in Puerto Vallarta. As always, we welcome everyone that is watching today, and particularly those of you that are watching for the first time live, if that is your case. All you have to do is write the word new in your comment, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. And of course, if you have something that is very important to you that you wish to share with everyone, we want to hear about this, but it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. That way we can go looking for those Qs later on during our chit-chat section. So let's get started with our news for today. And, hold on just a second. Boop. And that didn't work as expected. Hold on. There you go. Thank you very much. So, we start with good news for drivers. La Corregidora Street. This is a street that runs parallel to the Libramiento. It has finally opened for vehicular traffic, and the intention here is to alleviate northbound traffic along the Libramiento. This is now a one-way street that runs south to north. Of course, this also means that moving forward, the Saturday Tianguis will not be able to occupy the street as it has for the longest time. It used to be a dead-end street, so it really didn't matter. But now it's completely wide open. In this view, you can see the photographer standing right on Francisco Villa and looking at the street. And at the very end of the street, that's where the Tianguis sets up shop, or used to set up shop in this general area. So I won't be in town for the next 2 weekends, so I won't have a chance to walk this and explore on a Saturday until the beginning of February. But I do hope that authorities manage to find a solution for Tianguis vendors. Maybe they're going to put them around the block. We don't know. But this is good news all around. And there you have it. Now, registration to receive the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine in the state of Jalisco has begun. through the website announced last week. Now, we already knew that the vaccine is available for seniors, children, people with cancer, and other pre-existing conditions that make them vulnerable. But unfortunately, there is a catch for those of us that are seniors. You see, the vaccine is at least presently only available for seniors that live in a home or an elderly care facility. In Spanish, we call them institutionalized, but something tells me that just translating that to institutionalized in English is not that accurate. My impression is that in English, being institutionalized, that automatically puts you in a mental health institution, but I could be wrong. What's important to know here is if you're a senior and you are not in a senior care center or whatever you want to call it, and you wanted to get this vaccine, it's unclear as to whether the vaccines will be available for regular seniors like you and I. But we'll keep our eyes open. We know there are other vaccines to choose from, so it's not the end of the world. Moving right along, Capacits, which is the Ambulatory Center for AIDS and Sexually Transmitted Diseases, is hoping to increase their workload in order to provide service for patients previously enrolled in the programs offered by SETAC, which, as we reported last week, has closed its operation. We know that there's an effort to create another nonprofit that will take care of the workload that SETAC was handling. But if you were receiving PrEP or other services at SETAC and would like to know more about Capacits, I will include their Facebook page on the show notes if you wish to get in touch with them. Let us now take a look at our weather just to see what's going on out there. And, Snarky Weatherman is not happy. It says it's too fracking nice out. Well, nice out is a good thing to have. It is 22 degrees right now. Humidity is lowish at 60%. And our weather forecast for today says that we're going to have clear skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 16. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies through the day with a high of 27 and a low of 16. And Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 27 and a low of 17. Nice weather all around. And moving right along, I have a couple of things that I also want to mention here. As you know, my music appreciation presentations take place at the Joint Hotel, at the Boutique Hotel and Co-work. And the Boutique Hotel and Co-work has been working hard at launching a new cafe upstairs. And the place has been good to go for a while. And the management at the hotel has only been hoping to be able to find a good barista or somebody to take care of the new cafe. And apparently they have finally found someone. And the new cafe, Café Rio, will have a soft opening on Wednesday. No big celebration just yet because the hotel is going to have an anniversary celebration early February. But as of this coming Wednesday, you will be able to enjoy a variety of cafes and frappes and smoothies and desserts and sandwiches right at the hotel. We don't know any more details just yet, but this is going to be a lot of fun and yet another comfortable air-conditioned spot with a view to enjoy a nice cup of coffee. Moving along, if you are a fan of putting all sorts of vegetables and other chingaderas in your beer as you drink it, you'll be happy to know that a Michelada festival is coming to Puerto Vallarta in a little over 2 weeks. This will take place at Parque Hidalgo on February 3rd from noon to 4. And as we know, these things have become extremely popular. Well, they can loosely be divided into two groups. A Michelada is essentially a beer with lime juice, ice cubes served on a glass with salt and sometimes chili powder rim, whereas a Michelada ups the ante with the aforementioned ingredients plus chips and shrimp and vegetables and all sorts of other chingaderas. Some people love these. I personally, they're not for me, but a lot of people love them. And it is believed that it was a gentleman by the name of Micheladas Esper, who belonged to a San Luis Potosí sports club, he is responsible for having invented these concoctions all the way back in the 1970s. I have fond memories of while I was living in Boston, visiting my sister in Mexico City when I was taking a break from college, and I tried my first chelada during a trip, and I'd never had something like that before. It was so refreshing and wonderful, and I remember trying to order a chelada back in Boston, and nobody had any idea of what the hell I was talking about, but we're talking a long time ago. And now, let's take a look at your comments just to see what you are about this morning. Lots of good mornings, which I very much appreciate. Tell me your opinions about cheladas, if you like them, or micheladas. I know some people love them. Oh, and I got reports that indeed the Chinese import store at Macro Plaza has opened, and I think the word that was used to describe it was overwhelming. It's pretty large, or at least it looked really large from the outside. I have to go back to Macro Plaza sometime this week to renew my voting card. So when I do, I will make it a point to stop at the new store to check it out. Tutti, and lots of good mornings. Here is a cue from Jonathan. Paco, are the lights back on the Olas Altas Pier yet? You know, Jonathan, I have no idea. I haven't been around the pier at night for a while. And the last we reported is that they were out. The state government had argued that they were doing some tests, but last we heard is that they were out. I haven't seen anything else reported, so I'm going to guess in a hopeful way that they are back on. Let's see. Michal says she's going to walk to the market on Saturday, so maybe, Michal, you can give us a nice little report as to how they reaccommodate the Saturday Tianguis vendors. Let's see. Rita recommends the absolutely fabulous Zoe Lewis show at the Palm. It took place on Saturday. Only 2 shows left, January 26th and February 9th at 4 p.m. Again, we have been friends with Zoe for many years, and she puts on a great show. She's a great composer, storyteller, multiple instrument player, and an overall fun gal. She's an extraordinary musician, and I hope you get a chance to see her show. Let's see. Maggie, it's been a while. How nice to see you. Maggie as in Peggy. And Charles is counting days. Good for you. Let's see. Oh, thank you for that report, Lucina. She says to Jonathan that the lights are back on at the pier and it looks wonderful. That is great news. Spencer asks, where will that festival be? If you are referring to the Michelada Festival, it will be at Parque Hidalgo. And as you will find, as you peruse the show notes, you'll find all the information available there. Albert says, I love cheladas, hard to order. They always assume I mean michelada, and I have to explain. Same problem at home in California. Great when it's hot out. Well, if it makes you feel better, Albert, I always clarify, because there have been times in which I've asked for a basic chelada and they will throw in sauces and all kinds of things. And, you know, it never hurts to clarify. It happens as well when you order shrimp cocktail. There are certain places throughout the country and certain places here in Puerto Vallarta that serve shrimp cocktail warm, which might be something that some people enjoy. Personally, the idea of warm shrimp cocktail just makes my stomach turn. So it's never a bad idea to clarify. Lisa says, love cheladas, especially in August and September. Yes, it's a great summer drink when it's hot down the There is a huge China store in Pitillal, having mixed feelings about it, as I prefer that there was a huge store like that full of items made from Mexico rather than China. There is a lot there. I think I wonder if this is the place where Lay Supermarket used to be. I haven't been to that store. And as far as the debate between whether products are done here, made here or elsewhere, you know, we live in a big world and we consume products that are made here and elsewhere. And it's a personal choice whether we go and consume things here or elsewhere. I've repeated myself 3 times. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. I will report back, special correspondent with photos. Thank you very much, Mijal. That would be absolutely wonderful. Where will that festival be? Didn't we just answer this? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Let's see. Pum, 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 pum. Shout out to a new gelato shop on Calle Rio Amarillo between Calle Abre and Francia, currently addicted. Rita, next time you stop by, please grab the name of the shop so we can look for their Facebook page and recommend it. That is wonderful. And let's see. Micheladas are my favorite, but I recently had an amazing michelada in Pitillal. See, to me, micheladas are like Puerto Vallarta condos. Now you can get them everywhere, and they're getting taller and taller. Every time I see one of those monster cups with beer and vegetables and all kinds of other stuff on top, I feel like I'm going to spill. So, you know, if they were served with a little plate on the side so you could scooch, never mind. Micheladas are definitely not for me, but I love the fact that some people love them. Whatever happened to our roving reporter, Logan? Logan is alive and well, and like myself, he's a full-time working person that sometimes has time for other people and sometimes he doesn't. Logan has been very busy this winter. I know this for a fact. But also, Logan, or my muffin, knows that he is always welcome as a contributor to Coffee and Headlines if he ever wants to do any kind of reporting for us. Let's see. I think that has to do with my analogy, Nick, aka condo. Yes, my analogy between micheladas and condos is exactly what I meant. Are you and I still on for this evening or tomorrow, Paco? Actually, Mateo, it's great to see you. The intention was that I would connect with you this morning so that we can plan a date. As it turns out, I am not available tonight. I am going to see the opening of our wonderful friend Gura Gabor, who is opening tonight with our dear friend Mark Hartman at Whiskey Kitchen. I don't know if there are still tickets to go. I understand that it's been very popular a show, and if you don't get a chance to see it today, I hope you get a chance to see it sometime soon. And I think this brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Thank you very much for being here to start the week with me. It's very much appreciated. This is going to be a fun, busy week with friends from out of town visiting, with all kinds of activities. And yes, I'm going away next weekend as well. But I'll be able to report from where I'm going, and I'll give you more details as the week evolves. For the time being, I hope you have a great week, and I hope you'll stay happy, you'll stay safe, you'll stay connected, you'll spend quality time with friends and loved ones, and you will express to them how important they are to you. It's a good feeling. Take care. Uy, what am I still doing here? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be ending the show. How bizarre. Okay, watch me end the show manually. Goodbye.